Hey eBay friends, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thanks for coming back for another video. And today I have some really exciting news for you. I'm excited about it, but it has to do with Goodwill and something that could affect all of us eBay sellers coming really soon. So, what is this? My friend and fellow seller, Marcia Turner, who writes for Forbes, tipped me off on this last month that there is a new concept store being tested in Roanoke, Virginia. And this is a Goodwill concept. She goes into explaining how so many people are shopping at thrift stores now. She says that thrift shopping has gone mainstream. In any given year, between 16 and 18% of consumers shop in thrift stores, reports the Association of Resale Professionals. Who knew we had an association of resale professionals? Maybe that's what we should call ourselves, resale professionals. I like that. Anyway, versus 11.4% of Americans who shop in factory outlet malls, 12 to 15% who shop at consignment stores, and 21.3% who shop in major department stores. So that is kind of interesting that thrifters only make up 16 to 18% of consumers who are shopping. We still haven't outnumbered the ones who shop in major department stores, but we're getting close. Um, and she goes on to explain that consumers are looking for a convenient shopping experience and brings us around to Goodwill. So, the Goodwill Industries of the Valleys in Virginia has made some changes of its own, and they are testing out this concept called Simply Goodwill. And the exciting part, I won't read this whole article to you, but it's basically they're saying it's going back to what a Goodwill store once was. We all know that prices are off the charts in some places, they just keep going up. Um, and I've never really understood it because I feel like Goodwill could make a lot more money if they focused on volume rather than raising their prices. But the Goodwill corporate says it's going back to what a Goodwill store once was. The Simply Goodwill concept offers lower prices, which they are able to accomplish because they do not have the labor associated with sizing, tagging, and sorting. Shoppers have to hunt more for items in their size on racks of like items. Standard prices are listed for categories of items rather than affixing an individual price tag to everything. 100% of the merchandise is donated. Nothing new is brought in. I will say that the thrift stores, the Goodwill stores in Atlanta, are sorted by color, not by size, and it does take time for the employees to sort everything out when they're putting it on the floor rather than just putting everything on the rack and getting stuff out there as fast as possible. So that will definitely save time. Also, that 100% of the merchandise is donated. That's the way it is here in Atlanta. I don't think our Goodwills buy anything to put in their stores. They don't have to, they get so much donated. But the great news here is the pricing. Prices at traditional Goodwill stores have children's clothing starting at $1.99, adult clothing starting at $3.79. I can tell you in my stores, the adult clothing starts at $5.99, and that is definitely up over the past 2 years. At Simply Goodwill, children's clothing starts at $1, adult clothing starts at $2.75, and other wares have standard price points on many items. Even more good news here is there is a potential for a nationwide rollout. The article says Simply Goodwill is currently a concept store that our Goodwill is testing. If it continues to be well received, we will look to potentially replicate it in other areas of our territory. Whether the format is tested in other parts of the country will be up to local decision makers, because I do understand that Goodwills are run independently. It's not like a national company that once they make a change, it's throughout all the stores. They are run independently. Where Simply Goodwill is an effort to appeal to avid bargain hunters, several years ago, Goodwill debuted an upscale boutique format to appeal to shoppers on the hunt for higher end goods. As of 2015, Goodwill had approximately 60 such upscale stores. So, what they're saying here is at one time, the upscale boutique was a concept, and they grew it to now 60 stores that have that. So, first of all, check out Marsha's articles on Forbes.com. I will put a link to this article there. And let's take a look at the website for the Simply Goodwill. If you are in this area, I would love to know how this is working. It looks like it was opened up in September of 2017. So I would love to hear if you've been there, if it's organized, is it a nightmare to shop in? What do you think about it? And if it's a good thing, I would encourage anybody in this area to get over there and shop at that store so that they can see that the concept is working and bring this to other areas because those are great prices. But it says that it's the one on Melrose Avenue at the Goodwill Melrose Jobs campus. Again, this is in Virginia. It's Industries of the Valleys. So it's not Melrose in Los Angeles, it's Melrose in Virginia. Not sure what city this is. Let's see if the address is at the bottom. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it says Goodwill of the Valleys. So hopefully you'll know where that is. Anyway, the site here says Simply Goodwill features lower prices, unit pricing for many items, and 100% donated merchandise. This simpler store is reminiscent of Goodwill stores from the past, but will offer you and your family today's fashions at even lower prices. So please, if you're in this area, check it out. Let us know how it works. If you like it, maybe even take some pictures. I can make a video about it to show other people how it's working because this is fantastic news. If this is really coming, it's going to help a lot of people be able to source cheaper and, help all of our businesses. We'll make more profit if we can get our items cheaper. A lot of us still don't have the bins where we live, and some people just don't even want to go there. It's a little too much for them. So knowing that stores with lower prices are coming is going to be a great thing. So anyway, love your input on if you know about this, if you have the inside scoop on any of this, if you're in that area and can share this with us, we would love to hear. Thanks so much for watching. Have a profitable day on eBay. Bye.